Howdy folks, I just made a video over there of trying to twitch a trout magnet by the grass without a float. Did not work well. I forgot my floats today. I used an anchor, that didn't help either. So we're gonna change the strategy. So what I'm gonna do now instead is I'm gonna try a swim bait. I'm not gonna be anchored. Just gonna run this bank and we're gonna pitch the swim bait kind of close to the bank, but not too close to trees. But this here is I just got these jigs. I keep buying jigs. I want you to know, now that I'm making my own jigs, doesn't matter that I'm not making videos or not testing stuff anymore. This is a Jackal jig. It says designed in Japan but made in China. Now there's nothing wrong with made in China. My jigs are designed in United States but made in China. What I'm interested in is, where was the hook made? Is the hook made in Japan or is the hook made in China? The best thing about these jigs, Jackal, I don't know what's the name, good meal, headlight, is the color of the head. The color of the head looks like some kind of a candy. These are all absolutely gorgeous color. I'm gonna have to use some kind of body that kind of matches the color. And the hook is, I don't know about the hook. It's very thin and yet not very sharp. The tip was not straight. If you bought these jigs, test them like this with your skin and let me know if all of the hooks in your package are good. When I did like this, one of them was grabbing in every package. Okay, I'm gonna start from over there. I saw some crappie conveniently located between the two trees. I'm not casting close to the tree, you'll see, but we're gonna start from there and work the bank. There is already one or two kayaks here. All right, let's do this. I tried dropping an anchor for the trout magnet, but it didn't help me. Actually, it hurt me, because without the anchor I could have kept moving, find a spot with more crappie. I think there was just little boogie there. This trolling motor, man. Felt 2 bites, pretty good bites, but no fish. Now, one thing about this hook is, I forgot to mention, it has a little bit of a negative angle. The tip is pointing back to the shank. I don't like hooks that are too open. I know Richard Jean likes to open them with the pliers. I don't do that. I like a neutral, just parallel to the shank. To me, that's perfect. I don't like open because then you snag too much when it's open. And even if you don't snag, you tend to lose a lot of fish once you start fighting them. So I don't like the open tips. But I don't like the closed tips either, because then you lose some fish, then you lose some bites. Once you catch them, you don't lose them, but you lose some bites. But in this case, because I'm fishing very snaggy water here, very snaggy water, I actually don't mind that the tip is pointing in a little bit, because it makes it less snaggy. For those of you that have the imagination. Yeah, finally one crappie. Is it crappie? Perhaps a little too soon. Yeah, one crappie. I've been casting and casting, folks. There was some good 10 minutes between these two crappie. I don't know what to blame here. I think it's mostly boogie what I'm fishing. I do like the color. It's like a slightly lemony. Hold on. Let's hit the brake then. Because I'm already out of bank. Look, we're almost to the wall. And only crappie number 3. Just not a prolific session today. The first one was not prolific. Now this one is not prolific either. Crappie. Crappie number 4. Yeah, when the tip of the hook is pointing inward, once you hook them, it doesn't let go. Tell you the truth, my advice to you is, when you buy a jig head, fish it the way it is. Do not mess with the pliers. Don't do that. Especially don't mess with the pliers in my jig heads. My jig heads do not tolerate pliers very well. Trust me. They're gonna snap if you try to quote-unquote improve. Everybody wants to improve stuff. You buy stuff brand new, and everybody wants to improve. Don't improve nothing. Not with the pliers anyway. Folks, I'm struggling to catch 2 fish from the same spot. I catch 1 fish here. I stop, I cast again, but no more fish there. Move forward. Okay, this is the second fish from this spot. That's not how crappie fishing usually goes. Usually you cast and cast, but once you find them, you get 20 or 30 quick fish. Then you go casting again. Okay. This is actually the deeper bank, and it has more trees. And yet I cannot catch a big crappie out of here. I catch all of the big crappie in the shallow bank. This, folks, is a proper bluegill. 8 inches, I guarantee you. I just measured one in the other video. I don't want to bend over and spend 5 minutes measuring again. And I'm gonna drop him and he's gonna flop all over the boat. Let's just let him go. But he is a proper bluegill. And an 8-inch bluegill will out muscle a 10-inch crappie. If you tie them both to the same line, the 8-inch bluegill will easily out muscle the crappie. Oh no, I don't even see a... Folks, I don't see a snag here. How did I snag? Hopefully we recover. Root for me, folks. I don't want to lose one of these Jackal jigs to a... Oh, came off. Calm down, folks. Calm down. I know you were on the edge of your seat. Calm down. I think we're okay. Let me check the tip though. Check the tip. The tip is bent in. This hook is... Now it's really like a circle hook. This hook is compromised. Now I no longer care if I snag it. If I snag it, I snag it. We're still gonna catch fish because it doesn't matter. You can still catch fish with a circle hook. But maybe I should get the pliers and try to straighten it out a little bit. But right now we are catching with if you can imagine it, with a circle hook, and it's disappointing because this was not a hard snag. This was not a hard snag. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, look how much I can press now before it goes in my skin. It's not going in my skin because I'm not pressing really. The sharpness is facing back to the bank, to the shank of the hook. It's one of them soft wire hooks. There are trade-offs. I think for small fish like where you don't have too much pressure. I much prefer the hard wires, because you don't bend around, you don't have to adjust with the pliers. And also on the setup, if you can imagine, on the setup, when you set the hook, the wire is not bending, and when the wire is not bending, it allows you to penetrate better. Because if you think about it, for a split second, when the tip has touched the fish but has not penetrated, and you yank to set the hook, if the wire is soft, are you imagining what I'm describing? If the wire is soft, the hook will open up just a little bit for just a split second. It will have a little give. It will have a little give. And that give reduces penetration. If you connect with some kind of a bass with one of these soft wire hooks, let me tell you, 1.5 pound spotted bass on Tennessee River will open these gold wire jigs from Daiwa real fast. That is not a opinion or speculation. These gold hooks from gold color hooks from Daiwa is strictly for crappie. There's nothing wrong with them if you fish for crappie, but don't mess around with spotted bass or smallmouth. God forbid a smallmouth, probably even 1 pound smallmouth. Gonna get that thing open. Better fish, folks. Better fish on the Jackal. Straight into a brush. Do you see all of the bubbles that came out? He got some brush or something. Look at all the bubbles coming out. This fish is not getting out of here. If I had a 50-pound line, man, I'm with the 2.1 pound here, but this was very good rig. It was very tough. It took a lot of force to break it. If this catfish was in open water, he would have been mine. Okay, I'm gonna retie, put another leader. I'm gonna put another Jackal jig head. It will be fresh tip, no circle hook. Catch 5 more fish and end the video. Alright folks, fresh leader, fresh Jackal jig head, fresh Kitek. Man, it looks good, I gotta tell you. This lemony color with the white and yellow Kitek, it looks good. Where did the bugs go? The bugs are over there. There was a bunch of fish under the bugs. It was kind of fun to fish. I need to come here with a topwater bite one day. Bulgarian bulldog technique, topwater bite. I'm gonna do this one time. I'm gonna show you what is a topwater bite. We're gonna do this right here on this lake. When they feed on the bugs, what happened? Did we lose anything? No, we didn't. Just the hook is very thin. I'll cut his mouth probably. There we go. Are we gonna catch one nice fish in this video? This one is like maybe a nice bluegill. It's not a nice crappie. He fought very well. And he is a nice bluegill. But, okay, he's 8 inches, 8.5 probably. 8.5 probably, but still not. Maybe, alright, too late now. There is a fish. It's been a while since the last fish, folks. And the last fish wasn't even a crappie. It was a bluegill. Should not be lifting this fish. Should not be lifting this fish. That's a decent crappie, actually. You know what? Let's catch one more crappie because we're starting to lose time right now. Yep, bluegill bite. At least we're gonna catch it. Sometimes you don't even catch them. Oh. Fighter of a bluegill. He's not heavy, but feisty. That is a nice bluegill, man. That is a nice bluegill. That is an 8-inch bluegill. And my kayak is completely torn. And I don't want to put a new kayak, folks, because the last 3 fish took me 30 minutes. Without float to get into the trees, just casting in open water. You catch fish, I don't want to complain. I know people sometimes don't catch any fish, but it takes a long time to get a bite. When I condense everything in a video, you think, oh man, fish after fish. No, it took a long time. Let me bump this fish, because I think this fish is 8 inches. Yeah, this fish is 8 inches, and he fought well. You guys see, bumping? He's probably 8.5. Look at this, he's like 8.5. Nice size bluegill. We caught plenty of crappie, bluegill, and some bass. Let me just, because I don't know if I'll make another video with these jigs. I only have 1.5 pack left. Give you my opinion on these jigs. Okay, so here is my final thoughts on this jig head. The pros and cons. The pro, it has an absolutely awesome paint job. I know you're gonna say, who the hell cares about paint job? But it's awesome. Buy one and you will see. The way they put this paper, I mean, it's different than, I've seen flakes, I put myself flakes. It has an awesome paint job. It just overall looks really nice with these ears. It has very large eye. Very convenient for putting clip inside or tying a knot. That's the pros to me. Awesome looking kind of shape, awesome paint job, and very large eye. Cons, the hook is, look at this, the hook is very soft. On top of that, the tip of the hook is not very durable. First snag even into a tree and it's gonna turn into a circle hook. The hook is all right, it's very thin, very soft, and I mean, this one is not circle hook, but this hook is not one of the sharpest. I still not even sure that it's made in Japan. It probably is made in Japan, but it's not one of the sharpest hooks out there. My jigs, I will say that, are definitely sharper than this hook. So I would recommend, if you see these jigs somewhere and you're already shopping for something else, don't go to look for them and buy only jigs and pay $17 and $20 shipping. I don't think it's worth that. But if you buy something else, like a spinning reel or something larger, and you're already shopping there and you see these jigs, then I recommend buy a few packs, 1 or 2, just 1 pack per color and maybe 1 or 2 of the different sizes, just out of curiosity, because they are very cool looking and they are a little bit different and you're going to enjoy looking at them and fishing with them. But don't buy too many, it will stuck on them or something like that, because I don't think that, I mean, in the Japanese world at least, the hook is a little bit subpar. Again, not for United States, but for Japanese levels, I would say the hook is a little bit subpar. But anyway, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.